Okay, men, welcome to the King Meditation. This is an opportunity for you to connect to your sovereign energy, the energy of the King. This is an opportunity to go into your psyche and to reclaim your throne, to really connect with your inner eldership, your inner wisdom, and find answers that perhaps you are looking for. It is a 20 to 25 minute meditation, so find somewhere comfortable. You can either lay down or sit up and enjoy me guiding you through this process. Okay, men, so this is an opportunity to go inside and connect with our sovereign energy. This meditation can be done lying down, eyes closed, or if you wish, sat up, spine straight. I like to sit up with my spine straight because I embody that sovereign energy, that sovereign power. So, invitation to close the eyes, go inwards, soften the shoulders, soften the eyelids, soften the hands. Take an exhale. So men, invitation to just start to soften the body. Exhale through the mouth, close the eyes. Inhale, if you're sat up, grow a little bit taller. And exhale, bringing some sound. This time we're going to take an inhale, bring the shoulders back. And exhale, soften. And just relaxing the jaw, relaxing the eyebrow center, relaxing the cheeks, softening the legs, softening the arms, the hands, shoulders. And just starting to tune in to the senses. Just starting to notice the darkness of your own eyelids. Notice the taste in the mouth, creating some saliva and just swallow. Noticing the sounds inside or outside the room that you're in. Noticing the touch of the clothes against your skin. And finally noticing the scent of the room. Just using those 5 senses to ground you into the present moment. And you can come back to this moment at any time during this meditation. And I want you to start tuning in to your King energy. The sovereign energy. The sovereign energy that supports and guides you, that oversees your kingdom, that nourishes your kingdom. The energy of blessing. The gateway emotion is joy. And the sovereign energy within a man blesses others. Blesses those that he cares about. His family, his friends, his community. He serves. He compassionately gives back. So just tuning in with that sovereign energy. Tuning in with your own powerful energy. And just notice if you're sat up right now. Notice if you can connect to a powerful kingly stance. What does that look like for you? Maybe the heart shines forward, the shoulders are back, the chin is slightly raised. Not in arrogance, but in owning the power that you know is inside of yourself. Marianne Williamson's quote comes to mind: "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate, but that we are powerful beyond imagination." It is essentially our light that scares us. Can I sit here or lay there and own my sovereign power? So tuning into that energy, tuning into the energy that may have laid dormant inside of you for a long time, I would like to take you on a little journey. This is a journey of reclamation, an internal journey to find the inner sovereign within your own psyche. And to go on that journey, we need to visit a distant land. I would like you to imagine now that you are slowly leaving the room that you are in. You're moving up, 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 above the building and the room that you're in. As you break through the ceiling, you come into the sky. From the sky, you go through the clouds. And through the clouds, you come all the way up until you're into space and you're amongst the stars in the universe. And you're looking back down on Earth. You're looking back down on a part of where your kingdom is. And as much as you want to stay here, as much as you want to connect to this energy, you know it is time to return. So you start to move down and down and down. You start to move through back into the sky and the cloud line, back past the clouds. And as you start to see the earth from above, you decide not to go back to the room that you were in before. But instead you start to hover over a large, dense forest. You come down and down and down and down over this dense forest, and suddenly your feet hit the floor. Boom. There is a crackle of bark beneath your feet. It is nighttime, and it is a full moon tonight. You look to your left and you look to your right, and you notice you are surrounded in a dense forest of fern trees. You hear the sounds of the night. Suddenly, there is an owl calling you. You look up to your left-hand side and you see the most beautiful white owl. His eyes meet yours and yours his. And there is a smile on his face. You know this owl. You know he has inner wisdom and he is guiding you. Suddenly the owl moves through the night sky with an inclination to follow him. You walk through the fern trees as they brush on your side. You know this forest. You've been here before. Countless times you searched this forest for an exit, and countless times you could not find one. This forest signifies searching and searching and searching in the mind for answers. Getting lost and lost and lost, never finding a way out. But this night, on this full moon, this owl is guiding you. As you speed up with haste, you notice he is making his way into the distance. And for some strange reason, tonight of all nights, You can see an opening in the forest. You feel dumbstruck. This has not happened before. Just countless trees after trees is all that's ever been, all that you've ever known, one after the other. But tonight, there is an opening. With excitement in your belly and joy in your heart, you make your way to this opening of the forest. As the owl shoots through it, you approach it with loving caution. Slowly and calmly, you reach the threshold of where the forest ends and the open plains of the night sky open up. You look left at the forest line and you look right at the forest line. And with a smile on your face and a breath in your belly, you cross into the open wilderness ahead. The owl tweets and you smile. There was a freedom of the mind being left behind and a trust in your heart, knowing that if you follow this owl, he may guide you somewhere. As you make your way across the open plains, the two of you in tow, joyfully encouraging each other on, there is a bounce in your step. Soon you find a path. For a few hours you walk, and you know this path is leading you somewhere. It is a path that you have trodden deep within your subconscious that maybe once upon a time you forgot. As you move closer and closer down this path, you start to notice a silhouette in the distance. The silhouette is large, like a big mountain. And there is excitement again in your belly. The owl makes more noise. They usher you towards the silhouette. As you get closer to the silhouette of the skyline, you start to see that this mountain is no mountain. As you move closer, you see it is no hill. But as you draw even closer, you see it is in fact a building. A great monument. It is a castle. As you look upon this incredible castle of yours, your heart beams with joy. It is a place you know well. It is a place long forgotten. You decide to walk up to the main doors and they open. The owl ushers you inside and you make your way through into the castle. There is nobody around except you and the owl, but the lights are on and they are guiding you. As you move forward into the castle, each light turns on one by one by one. There is a knowingness again in your heart that you are in the right place. Soon you make your way to an open courtyard, and in that open courtyard there is a massive building, a building that signifies a grand throne room. With haste you make your way over to the large doors of the throne room. The owl perches on top and smiles back at you. You look at him with trust in your belly again. He invites you to open the doors. As you open up the doors, you are met with the most beautiful throne room. This is a space with tall ceilings and beautiful decor. And deep at the end of this throne room lays the silhouette of a grand throne. There is so much joy in your belly. Either side of the throne there is a council of individuals that are happy to see you arrive. More people suddenly come into the hall and all eyes are on you. There is a beautiful knowingness that you are in the right place, and the smiles that meet your eyes with theirs makes you feel warm, like you have returned home. With a knowingness in your step and a confidence, you start to make your way towards your throne. As you get closer and closer and closer, you are about 10 feet away now. You decide to stop and close your eyes. You take an inhale, you take an exhale, and your eyes once again open. This time, as you look in the throne, there is a king sat there. The owl flies over and sits on his arm. This king is a representation of your sovereign energy and your sovereign power. And you have an opportunity now to bow before him and to ask him a very important question. This question is a question that you know already in your heart, one that you have been thinking of for a long time. He has the answer for you. So finding the question in your heart, you bring it to the king. And an invitation now to say that question out loud if you wish. Upon hearing your question, he receives it with love and acceptance. You wait a while, and the answer starts to arrive. That answer comes from your very knowingness. Something deep inside your soul, your Atman, your sovereignty, your inner king is talking to you. If you want, you can ask him another question and another, and he will listen because he is there. He is the part of you that has been waiting for you to arrive for a very, very long time. He looks at you, his old eyes, his old wisdom, his age-old eldership knowledge. And he asks you, are you ready? Are you ready to embody this throne? Are you ready to take this power? Are you ready to nourish this kingdom? And are you ready to sit upon this throne? And only you know the answer. Because he will guide you, he will support you, and he will help you. The owl smiles, the king smiles, and they both ask you to rise. With your shoulders back and your heart shining forward, you make your way towards the throne, and as the king slowly dissolves, just leaving the owl by your side, the owl invites you to take your throne. You sit down with joy in your heart, looking at the beaming faces of your kingdom and your council, and you see your family, you see your friends, you see everyone that's ever supported you in your life with joy in their heart. You are reclaiming your internal sovereignty. The owl sits at your side with a smile, and you feel blessed and loved. There is a beaming joy around the room. There is happiness in the air. There is one thing missing that needs to be addressed. Suddenly, in front of your very eyes, a child appears. This child looks familiar. This child is you as a young boy. He's looking at you with a little bit of apprehension. He has also been cut off, perhaps, left, forgotten about. You look at him, you bend down, and you invite him into your arms. This is your inner child, and as your sovereign being, you bring him into your heart. You allow this inner child into your kingdom, into your council, And you take your throne again, this time with him sat on your knee. The two of you look at each other, the long journey that you have been on together. And you tell him that you will look after him. You will be the father and the mother to support him. You will help him reparent himself. You will be the parent for him, the sovereign kingly energy to guide him and nurture him. As emotions come up through your life, you will hold him. You will be there for him. And he will blossom because of it. With him looking at you, you looking at him, the owl in place, the beaming smiles around the room, you know it is time. It is time to leave this place. But you know that you can return to it at any given moment. A place where your inner child is safe. A place where your sovereign choices and heart is at peace. A place where you feel love, and a place where you are powerful. And taking one last look around the crowd, seeing all of these beings smiling back at you, seeing your inner child, you hug him so tight that he merges into your heart, and you start to travel upwards once more, making your way above the throne room. The owl flies with you, making your way all the way back up into the sky, through the clouds, all the way up to space, and the owl still is with you. The two of you look down at the earth. You smile at each other one more time. And he flies down, and you follow, and you come down and down and down, through the clouds, through the skyline, as you start to come down and down and hover over the very room that you were in earlier. As you come down and down and down and down, and subtly into your body, into your posture, your pose, whether you were laying down or sat down. And the owl comes and joins you to your right or your left-hand side. And then he disappears, and you are back in your room. You are back in the present moment, taking into account the darkness of your own eyelids, taking into account the smell in the room, taking into account the touch of the clothes against the skin, the sounds around you, and the taste in the mouth. And we'll take an exhale through the mouth. Inhale all the way into the belly, all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, take a sigh. Two more, inhale. And exhale. And one final one, inhale. And exhale. I'm going to rub the hands together. Create some energy in the palms. I'm going to bring them up over the eyelids. Just allow them to get an inch away from the eyelids. Just feel the energy, the prana, just tingling the eyelids. And now close off the eyes, go into the darkness. Allow the flickers of light, the energy to settle. And we'll take one final inhale. One final exhale. Bringing the hands all the way down to your heart center, if you wish. And opening up the eyes, looking around the room, noticing the room that you're in. Bringing your hand to your heart, your left hand to your belly, and knowing that you are powerful, that you are a sovereign being, that your king energy is there to access at any given moment, and that you are enough. I hope you enjoyed the King meditation. Come back and use this meditation whenever you feel lost and you need answers. He is waiting for you, ready to give them. Thank you.